welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means our film critic, Lisa Nesselson, is here. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And I see you brought with you a piece of rather amazing vintage hardware.
Well, this is my Super 8 camera, which was state-of-the-art when my parents bought it for me back in 1973. And oddly enough, unlike, say, computers and cell phones about a year or two after you get them, it is still state-of-the-art as an amateur format 38 years after the fact. J.J. Abrams, known for the TV series Lost and also for the Star Trek prequel, called up his mentor, Steven Spielberg, and with nothing more in mind than a title, said, Steven, would you be willing to produce an original film called Super 8? And Mr. Spielberg said yes. So whenever I call him up, Steven, with an original idea, that's pretty much the way it goes for me, too.
And so they got the hardware and that idea sorted out. What about the storyline?
He did come up with a storyline. In fact, quite a few storylines. It's about families, friendship, budding romance, government conspiracies, and he mashed them all together. But essentially, Super 8 is the story of a group of teenagers in an industrial American small town around 1979 who are making a zombie movie, 1 3-minute and 20-second Super 8 cartridge at a time. Here's my very last one, and I noticed it says on the box, processed before February 1994. So I evidently don't always do what I'm told.
So it would take 3 of those cartridges to really immortalize today's segment on a Super 8
to add
film.
up to 9 or 10 minutes. And back in 1979, however, we would have had to wait 3 days to a week to get the processed results back and find out whether we actually got properly exposed and in-focus images or not. As Carrie Fisher once said, instant gratification is fine, but it takes too long. Super 8 is set at the beginning of the end of the analog era. And with the switch to all digital, which means instantaneous, I think that patience and anticipation have got out of the process of taking pictures, making home movies, obtaining music to listen to, and personally I believe this has led directly to a decline of civility in Western civilization. But I digress. So in the movie, one night the kids, all boys and one girl, sneak out to the train station to shoot a scene. And while they're there, they and the camera witness something they were never, ever meant to see.
Production value! Carrie, you put film in the camera, right? I didn't put it in. What? Put it in, Joe! Get the mic ready, go! Costume,
I will.
Martin, get that tripod set up. Preston, get in position!
I will.
Martin, go! Martin, you know your line. Carrie, get that camera ready, go!
Shut up! We'll start on Allison and pan to the train,
Oh,
right?
God, I hope we don't miss it.
Shut up! I am
Hurry, get that set up. Positions. Ready. Start filming. Be extra loud when the train passes by. Here we go. And action.
John, I don't like it. This case, these murders.
What do you want me to do? Go to Michigan with you?
Mackinac Island's beautiful this time of year. I think you're in danger.
I don't have a choice!
You do have a choice. John, I've never asked you to stop. I need to know that this is the last time I'm going to see you. I love you so much.
Love you too!
Guys, watch out! Joe, what the hell are you... Oh, my God! Run!
Oh my God!
Holy shit! Go!
Goodness, that's quite a crash. And quite a poised young actress as well.
Yes, that is Elle Fanning. You need to look for her. She was absolutely born to act. She radiates that extra something that is quite thrilling to watch. And the train wreck ain't bad either. Super 8 is out in France on August 3rd, and it's a guilty pleasure I recommend. And not to give anything away about the plot, but these guys here, they quite enjoyed it, didn't you? Yeah.
I like the way you bring things in to amuse us here, Lisa. Now, out today in France is Michael Winterbottom's The Trip. Tell us more about that.
Well, Englishman Steve Coogan and Welshman Rob Brydon, playing fictionalized versions of themselves, set off together on a week-long car trip through the north of England. Coogan, and they're going to fancy restaurants as they go along. Coogan is on assignment to write food reviews, and he had intended to go on this trip with his girlfriend, who's American, but when she decided to go back to America for a while, the only person available is Rob, so he comes instead.
So two guys driving around talking and eating. How much of that can an audience put up with?
Apparently quite a bit when it concerns these two guys. The film version was cut down from a 6-hour TV series in which subtle and not so subtle one-upmanship was the order of the day. In the scene we're about to see, for example, they're eating in a place where, if memory serves, the menu includes duck fat lollipops with a peanut butter glaze, yum, and they fall into doing impressions of some famous entertainers. Let's watch.
I'll have a vodka martini, shaken but not stirred.
I'll have a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
I'll have a vodka.
I'll have a vodka.
You look very worried.
So do you.
No.
You should take a look at your face.
I'll have a vodka martini, shaken not stirred.
You look like you're recovering from a stroke and learning how to get mobility again.
I'd like a vodka martini, shaken but not stirred.
I can feel my legs. It's a miracle.
I'd like a vodka martini, shaken but not stirred.
I'd like a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Come, Mr. Bond. You derive just as much pleasure from killing as I do.
Come, Mr. Bond. Do you get just as much pleasure from killing as I do?
I'm saying that bit.
All right, no, I'm saying just don't caricature. Try and do it real. Come, Mr. Bond.
Shut up, don't tell me how to act.
Well, I bloody should do.
Why?
Because sometimes you tend to sort of, crank it up a bit.
Yeah,
Turn the
whereas
volume
you are widely regarded as the king of understatement.
Looks very amusing. Is it?
Well, I have been led to believe that this movie was so funny that if you happened to be drinking a carbonated beverage, it would come squirting out through your nose. But I have to say, when I saw it, my nose remained as a conduit, primarily for oxygen. Yes, it is funny, but it's consistently but mildly entertaining.
All right, a week from today, that's a full month of the US release. Colombiana. Why should France be so excited about being the first to have this film on release?
Yes, France is getting it first. Well, it depends on how you feel about the film's tagline, Vengeance is Beautiful. Luc Besson co-wrote the screenplay, and it's an action-packed action movie full of action. Did I mention that there's action? And it's in English. The main attraction is that Zoe Saldana, who you may recall as the female lead in Avatar, the attractive blue woman, is absolutely terrific as a ruthless hit woman out to kill the bad guys who murdered her parents in Colombia when she was just 9 years old.
So how does a 9-year-old turn into a paid assassin?
Well, it helps to have an uncle conveniently located in Chicago who sort of shows you the ropes. Any aspiring hitman learns to, I imagine, fire weapons, maybe hotwire a car, maybe pick locks, some hand-to-hand combat. But if you're a woman, and Zoe Saldana most definitely is, you also take intro to vent slithering and indestructible lingerie for hits and getaways. Let's watch.
He's not here. Lock down this building. ASAP.
Anything?
No, nothing.
All right, well, with a wrap of all the film news, Lisa Neston, thank you very much indeed.
See you in a month.
That's all we've got time for. More news coming up shortly with my colleague Claire Pride after this short break. Do stay tuned to France 24.